Let's start at the beginning. Ashton, Hazer, what was the feeling behind that? How did you keep it quiet for someone?
Sorry?
How did you keep it quiet for someone?
Did well, didn't they? The boys were good. They knew 2 days ago, so we just had to see if it keep it quiet, and they did. They were great. So, yeah, 19-year-old kid. It's great. It's exciting for him. We went with a left arm spinner to take it away from all their right-handers. So that's what we did, and he bowled well in the tour game, and yeah, he was nervous today, as he would be. You'd expect that in the first day of an Ashes series. So. Pleased that he got some balls in the right area, and as the wicket will wear, he'll come into the game more and more, I would think.
So what was the great secrecy all about? What were you trying to achieve there?
Just being secretive, that's all. No real secret, just hold on for a bit.
Did
it work or not?
I don't know. I didn't.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Quite a first day at the Test office. How do you sort of sum up? I mean, the phrase balance of power was used in the England press conference. How do you see the situation?
Pretty even Stevens, isn't it? Tomorrow's going to be a pretty big day, as most of the days are throughout the Ashes series. So we have to bat well tomorrow. We know that. I thought they bowled really well tonight. Probably better than we bowled with the new ball, to be fair. But that's something we can improve upon, which is good as well. We managed to bowl them out for 215, which was outstanding in the end. And then they bowled really well tonight. So we have to bat well tomorrow and make a lot of runs.
Darren, how's Nathan Lyon taken the news? Because a couple of years he's tried to establish himself in the team and wants a bit of a blow.
Yeah, he's been good, mate, to be perfectly honest. He's been outstanding the way he took it. And he's going to play a part in this Ashes series as well, so there's no doubt about that. Having seen the weather, apart from today with the cloud cover, I think the wicket's going to turn. So he's been really good in working on his game, so no complaints from my end. And he got the message loud and clear, so no dramas.
Darren, how important was it for Peterson to lift, I suppose, as he did today, particularly after his first spell, or first 4 overs and then swung around?
Yeah, I think we needed that experienced head in the end, didn't we? The young guys, again, it's the first day of an Ashes series, so it's pretty big. So for the younger guys, they probably got overexcited, I suppose, with the new ball more than anything else, and they understand that. And we as a bowling unit and the team has just got to get better at analysing those moments. But Peter stood up when it counted and did really well. I mean, 5 for first day and led the attack as we expect him to do, and got some really crucial wickets. So really pleased for him.
I was going to say about the first wicket of Joe Root. That's a pretty good example of what a football can do, I suppose. Yeah,
he just bowled exactly as he wanted to, and did it apart from the first 4 overs where he went around the park a little bit. But after that, he locked in and was very good.
Was his spot genuinely in doubt, or did you just trust him to be right when it mattered?
I suppose a bit of both, Chloe, to be fair. I mean, we've got some high-class quicks in our squad. We've got 5 of them, so we've got to pick what we think is the best pace attack at each venue to get 20 wickets. So far, we've got 10. We've got to get another 10 in this one, and we move to Lords. So you can't look too far ahead, but he was outstanding today, and that was, that's what we wanted from him.
Dave Warner off to Zimbabwe. What does he have to do there to be considered for third test?
Yeah, he has to make some runs. Obviously, it was as simple as that. It's really hard to put him into the team when he hadn't played any cricket in the Champions Trophy, although it's a different format. He didn't make any runs there. So we've spoken to him about that. He's got to go back, make some runs, and then get back on tour and see where we go from there.
What was his response to the news he wasn't playing?
Very good, outstanding. Obviously disappointed he's not playing, to be perfectly honest, but he handled it really well and knows what he needs to do. He's been outstanding on the training track, but again, we're trying to pick guys that are in form and available at the time. So, he just needs to go back and get some runs and then come back on tour.
The 14 wickets on the first day is probably a little unexpected. I mean, do you think the occasion affected some of his shot selection and the nerves got to any players?
Which side are you talking about? Both there. Well, I think both batting sides would be a little bit disappointed on that wicket, I suppose. Conditions certainly were favourable for swing bowling though, and I think both sides got the ball to swing all day, so that was interesting. On a reasonably flat wicket, we were going to bat as they did, so hopefully it's a bit sunnier in the morning and then cloudy in the late afternoon if we're bowling again.
Darren, what do you make of Ashton Agar's bowling for his couple of spells today, first of all? And he seems a pretty level-headed sort of bloke. How did he react when he was told, and today when he was about to make it to the bird?
As all young kids do, despite of whether baggy green, excited, and you saw him when Glenn McGrath presented his cap, he had a tear in his eye, and you know, it's a big moment for him. I've seen him bowl a lot last year in Shield cricket, and I think he's an outstanding prospect, but you know, he knows he needs a lot of work to do, and that's okay. We're happy to take the chance with him with all their right-handers, and he gets it in the right area, and he can bowl. So we're really pleased with him. Today the two spells a bit indifferent, but that's a bit of nerves as well. Yeah. So we got the 10 wickets.
Darren, that was a revamped top order you put out there. Just give us your assessment of how you thought it went.
A 4 for 20. I would have liked to be a little bit more than that. You know, that's the way it's going to go sometimes in those conditions, I think, to be perfectly honest. I thought they bowled really well. Obviously, Watson got us off to a little bit of a flyer, then, you know, got a good ball from Finn. Cameron played a wide ball. Clark got a really good delivery. So all those, and Roger's got an LBW review. So, you know, that happens in the game of cricket when the wicket's like that. But, you know, we'll keep thinking what the best 6 is, and that's the order we like. And the captain, you know, was strong on him batting 4, which is outstanding, I think. So really happy with that.
So now that you've got that top 6, I mean, how much is it going to be a test by test tweaking, or?
I suppose you'd love to give confidence to all the players and keep them, you know, in every test match, the whole 11. But end of the day will be the same when we assess conditions at Lords. They might be different here than not. So we'll just sum that up as we go.
Realistically, when do you expect Warner to come back, and did you consider transferring to Blight at some point when Mills is collapsed?
What, 4 for 20, Ross? No, he needs to go get some runs, and we've got no tour games, so we'll be in the same scenario next week, wouldn't we, at Lords? Would have you played any cricket by then?
No, so looking at the third test?
Well, again, how he goes in those tour games, and then get him back and see how we go from there.
Ed Cowan was on and off the field today. What was that for?
Yeah.
And any chance it affected the one ball he placed?
No, he's been a little bit crook, tummy bug, but hopefully it didn't affect his shot selection on that one ball.
I'm okay.
You're okay. Sorry, I think it was...
I'll ask you a question. The odds were heavily in favour of an England football series. Do you think by bowling there for 2-1 fight today and showing the fight there at the end, you laid down a mark which perhaps the English public will notice?
Well, I hope so. We're here to play for the Ashes, so we're really confident in the way we're going to play the game of cricket. I think anyone that left the game today would have been quite impressed with both sides, to be perfectly honest. So from our point of view, it was very pleasing to bowl them out for 215. We got the ball, and we probably should have bowled them out cheaper, to be fair, if we got the ball in the right areas a bit more often. But we're here to play. There's no doubt about that. So hopefully the odds will come down.
Michael Clark was injured at the 4th over. Do you want to keep exposing your best batsman like that when he's been most successful in the player?
Oh, no, I don't. I'd like us to be none for at least after the 4th over. Yeah, that's the job of the top 3, isn't it? To be perfectly honest, they've got to get through. So, you know, today would have been in, 6th over or 7th over, wasn't it? 3 for? When were we 3 for?
22 balls.
Yeah. So he would have been in there early anyway. So it's no real difference. At the end of the day, he wants to bat 4, and I support that. I like the captain batting 4, but at the end of the day, we'll just see how it goes. He may go back to 5 at some stage, but if he's batting 4, having success at the top of the order with our top 3, then all of a sudden you've got some punch in your order and you get some big runs. So, you know, our openers have got to bat long than they did today.
Darren, Steve Smith looked to get after Graham Swan. Is that a conscious plan that you've got for the top 6, top 7, or is he playing their own game?
No, just playing his own game, which we encourage. I thought he played really well tonight for a young guy in not many, I think his 8th test or 9th test match. So, you know, really pleased the way how he handled it at the end, and Philip Hughes. So it was tough conditions tonight.
You don't want Swan to settle, is that? You prefer it in that Swan settle?
Oh, he's a good bowler, isn't he? So we've got to keep his impact in the series to a minimal.
I'm just wondering about the light at the end, whether that was an issue, because it seemed very dark.
It was dark, but at the end of the day, I'm all for playing time. I've got no dramas with playing time. The only disappointing thing is we still lost. How many overs did we lose in the end of the day? Still 5 or 6? 8 was it? And then we still lost 8, so both teams got to get a hurry on with their over rate. We spoke about that, making sure we're here to entertain people as well and make sure they get value for money, which they would have with 14 wickets. But I like playing as long as possible, and as you've seen tonight, the umpires did a good job keeping everyone on. It'll be another time when it's England batting, and I'm presuming the same thing will happen, so no dramas from my end.
Did Shane pull up right after his fourth over? Any discomfort? Or?
No, it's a little bit of a niggle, but he's just going to see Alex, and I'm presuming he's going to bowl in the second innings. So, but I'll let you know. Just in the lower leg, so we'll just see how it goes, mate. To be perfectly honest.
I was just going to ask about the, obviously first day of the series. Do you think the batsmen on both sides maybe sort of went out hard after the ball a little bit more than the conditions merit?
Oh, both sides tried to dominate, I suppose, with the bat and show the intent. Ended up being a really entertaining day. 300 runs and 14 wickets. That's a pretty good day's cricket. I'd like a few less wickets if we were batting, of course. But
what do you make of Chris Rogers? It's a pretty small sample, I suppose, 1 hour of batting, but does he show what you need at the top of the order, do you think?
I think he did tonight. That was some good bowling, wasn't it? Under the gloomy skies and the lights on. So, he did enough, and just unlucky it didn't go his way with the review. So that's the way it goes. But I was impressed by him.
Last question, Andy.
Do you think Pattinson might have struck a significant blow with it, with hitting broad? It seems to be down to him bowling.
We don't like anyone getting hurt, full stop. But we're going to be quite aggressive with their tail, as you saw today, and that's not going to change for the whole series.